Hey, welcome to Planet Hex. I'm Andrew Hawnt. It's been a while since we've done a tape hunting video here on eBay, so I'm going to go and do that tonight because we've got Halloween coming up. Now, I did mention back in my VHS book, VHS Ate My Brain, that there was a certain way I would like to do a perfect VHS night in, and that would be for a double bill and the right snacks. Now, I'm going to take care of the snacks elsewhere, somewhere vaguely up there apparently. But I'm not going to get the snacks on eBay, but I am going to try and find a pretty cool double bill of horror VHS on eBay. So what I've got here, I've got it set up to just VHS horror, and I've got it set to a lowest price first. So let's see what we can find. See if we can find a decent double bill. Now, knowing me, I like tacky things. I like the cheaper end of low budget movies. I'm not really into the big names, the big titles. That's not really my thing. Oh, Wishmaster 2. Didn't mind Wishmaster 2. That was alright. Especially for the scene where they go yourself. Although not medically accurate, that was a pretty good scene. So we've got The Exorcist there, special edition. I love that version. I do have that version already though. So let's see what we can find there. Alien. See that? Alien VHS. That is not Alien, that's Alien Resurrection. Please be accurate when you're posting these things, please. Hudson Hawk, that's hardly a horror movie. Buffy. Leeches. That's an NTSC copy of Leeches. B movie. I'm going to have a look at that, see if there's a look at the back image, because I love those like camcorder style movies. There's entertainment value to be had in them. Ooh, that looks nice. 1 pair to 4 pairs. Let's see if we can find anything in there. Might open the others up because I don't spend too much time on individual sellers. Twisted. VHS cassette only. Twisted could be a good one. Let's have a look. Scorpion King. The only thing horrible about the Scorpion King, terrifying, is the quality of the CGI. As we know, Van Helsing, The Relic. There's a lot of the usual suspects here. Little Shop of Horrors, Quatermass in the Pit. Nothing really leaping out at me just yet, which is a shame. I've got the Leeches open and the VHS box sets open and twisted. So that's the start. Screamers. Screamers is a great film. Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed. You know, I get confused by this. You set eBay to lowest price and then it goes all over the place. Anyway, Ghost. No. Oh, I had that tape. The VHS double bill of horror films. Vampire Circus Encounters Dracula. That was a great tape. It was brilliant because it was the perfect double bill and you didn't need to move up to change the tape in the player because they're both on the same one. So hugely recommend that tape. Death Race 2000, not really my thing. What else have we got? Men in Black. That's not horror. Classic Films Horror and Julia Roberts. One and the same, aren't they? Driven, Jeepers Creepers. No, thank you. Exorcist, Dracula. See, this is the problem with setting things to the cheapest. You will get the Drek. Now, these aren't necessarily bad movies. Oh, Vipco Asylum. They're not necessarily bad movies. They're just ones that I would see a lot. Oh, The Dreaming, 1988. This is where we're getting good. This is a good sign. Let's see what else we've got. So I'll definitely have a look at that, The Dreaming, because the seller may have some other stuff. Always check what the seller is, what else the seller has on there. Ooh, Screen Scares. That looks interesting. That's the cover image from, is a still from Creep Show. I love Creep Show dearly. Fallen, Flatliners, Cubby, From Hell, Ravenous. Shivers, I've got that tape. Good one. Blood Simple, nah. Hitcher, nah. That's a good one. I like this one. There we go. Turner and Hooch. The Stephen King double bill there. Firestarter and The Dead Zone. That's a pretty good double bill because they work together. They're thematically linked with Stephen King, even though the stories are different and they are of a similar era. So that's an interesting one actually. I like the look of that. Let's have a look at the state the tape's in. Okay, that's is that mold or dust? Is that external dust? I see some marks on there. I think maybe mold. So that is a shame. But I'm going to see what the what else the seller is selling. See if there's anything else useful. Oh, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Oh, it's the same person that's selling the Twisted tape. Oh, zombie, no. Nah, it's games and stuff. That's fair enough. Oh, it's a full parts. I had that Pop Blaze Mega Drive Arcade Portable. I had that with blue highlights rather than red. $3.99 is a good price for that actually, but that's it's broken. Mine broke eventually. So the kids were going on it and wanted to play all the early stuff. Oh, there's Gears. Gears was my first ever Transformer toy I got in the 80s, so I have a great deal of nostalgia for that. What else have we got here? No, there's no more tapes here. That's a shame. That is a shame. So let's have a look at this. Screen Scares Classic VHS Cassette Tape. Let's have a look at this. So that cover looks so cheap. I love it. I love how cheap that looks. Let's have a look at the inside. Okay, that's not massively long. It's only like 40 minutes or so, that one. Screen Scaries 18. That looks like a fun little compilation tape. I'm going to watch that. Okay, that's on my watch list. I've been outbid on a Gundam kit I bid on. That's a shame. I'm going to see what else that seller is selling as well, because that looks interesting. I've not seen that tape before, and that doesn't happen often where I've not seen one before. So Roadhouse, Pet Sematary. Pet Sematary is a quality film. I prefer the original over the remake, to be honest, but it just has a certain atmosphere that I prefer. Transformers stickers. Stick to VHS, Andrew. Stick to VHS. Red Sonja. I like the Red Sonja movie. Comics. Some nice looking comics there. Oh, Death's Head. Stop it, Andrew. More Death's Head. Scum, Alfie. Austin Powers. No, there's not really anything else that's grabbing me here, although it do have some very cool things, this seller. So I'm going to keep that on my watch list. I'm going to go over to the Dreaming. Because I'm always open to see things that are on Medusa Video. As you see there, Medusa Video. I adore Medusa Video releases. They are marvelous, marvelous things. And it always interests me to see when people have got these like lesser known movies, to see what else they have in their other items that may not be quite so visible. So that's looking all right on the back. A little bit of damage there. Let's have a look at the tape. Tape's looking good. So this looks like a quality seller. So I'm just going to go and have a look at their other items. Whoops. Howling 5, the Rebirth, £10. That's not great. Necromancer. That's interesting. Dark Power. They've got the Dark Power for a £5. I've got that on. I've got the Dark Power on DVD, and the Borrower, awesome. Didn't think that was available. Scarecrows. This is cracking. Blood Tracks. Blood Tracks. I'm looking for Blood Tracks. For an undisclosed VHS related project that I will mention at some point. And Bond. Oh, I love the seller. Dolls. Arena. I miss all these tapes. A lot of these I had in my collection. Schizo. Prison. Puppet Master 2. Wow. Okay, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go and save the seller because this person rules. Okay, so the Dreaming is not what I'm after, but what I'm looking at here is this copy of the Dark Power, I think, because that is a gloriously stupid horror movie. I love it. I love it dearly. Look at this cheap, terrible cheap cover. It's glorious because it's like the cover of a cheap old metal album, and that is totally what I like. Even the font there, the font's dreadful. Now the movie it's just weird. It's like a haunted ground. Some monsters come up and try attacking some girls in a house, and it has the oh, that's crazy. It has an old police guy played by an old Western actor. I don't remember his name. I do apologise. Whipping zombies. I mean, you can't go wrong with a movie where an old guy is whipping zombies. So Scotch tape, so it's good quality. So no tape mould. I'm going to watch that too. I mean, I've already seen it technically, but you know what I mean. So Blood Tracks here is an interesting one. This is a rock and metal related. Look at that. That's glorious. horror movie. The mountains echoed with the screams of terror. That's glorious. Love it. It's an Avatar one, so the tape's not the best quality. The stock they've used there isn't brilliant quality, but that's looking good. So I think I'll watch that too. The only thing I'm a little dubious of here, nothing against the seller, but they have only 4 feedback. So that's like a relatively new seller, but if a seller is under like 10 or 20 sort of feedback, so you can see they've been doing it a fair while, I am a little bit reticent to bid, but I will keep an eye on that. So let's have a look. Same seller has got Necromancer. I remember seeing that on the shelves. Can't go wrong with a bit of necromancy. Well, you can really, but you know. See, this one sets some alarm bells going. This is unfortunate. Okay, so we've got Asylum, Vipco small box, VHS video cassette. It's got Robert Powell in it. Decent movie. Asylum is a really decent movie. However, this is not an image of the tape that they are selling. This is a stock image. Oh, eaten alive. So, yeah. Unless I see the actual item I'm going to bid on, I don't want to bid, to be honest. Sorry. So that is a shame. So Twisted. Oh, there's some light. There's the beginnings of tape mold on there. So that's a shame because that would have been cool. Oh well. So this one with the multi-buy. Let's see what the hell they're selling here. I see a lot of junk there. Well, what I would say is junk anyway. Condition range, let's see what we do. Where are the... oh, there's the photos. Mission to Mars, Deep Impact, Capricorn 1, Blind Date, The Woman Eater, Lost World, Water World, I mean that's pretty terrifying. Bag of Bums, that was that Peter Davison in that? Certainly is. And Louise Jameson, I met both of those. Return of the Jedi, Mummy. Nah, nothing leaping out at me here. I like the new series of The Outer Limits. I say new, it was the 90s. But there's some quality stuff in there. The Fog, decent movie. Shadow Theatre Best of Horror. Okay, that's interesting. So I love clip compilations. Adore them. Where's it gone? There it is. So let's have a look here. Through the World, work for legendary directors and special effects. Gurus, Volume 2 introduces you to a chamber of horrors where your very worst nightmares become reality. There's no escape. What we got? Kevin Tenney, Brian Yuzna, Sam Raimi, Dario Argento, KMB Effects Group. That's interesting. So I don't just want clips. Although that other one does sound fun. So we've got leeches here. They will bleed you dry. This is a stock image again. You suck. Don't use stock images. Let's have a look at your other items. So this person's got 6,500 feedback. Oh god, Funko Pops. So that's going to be a lot of stuff to sift through. That's a shame. Ah, Freddy's dead. Get that away from me. Let's see if we've got one more thing. Ah, ha ha, ha ha. There we go. Okay, House 3, the horror show. Solid sequel. Not intended originally to be a house movie. It's more like a shocker type movie with Brian James in it. But it's a decent watch. It's a decent watch, House 3. I do recommend that greatly. So let's go and see what the person selling House 3 has also got in their listings. Nothing else is leaping at me there. Christ, Witchcraft, no. I like bad movies, but not that bad. Okay. This is an early edition. Let's have a look. That's got a blank 18 on it. So if you see here, the 18 certificate there, I don't oh it has. I think it has got the BBFC writing in there. But that is a lovely early edition of that. There is no picture of the tape though. Let's have a look at the description. House 3, the horror show. There's no description of the tape, there's no picture of the tape, but at £1.05, I'm going to take a gamble on that. So I'm going to put £2 in there. Because I love that movie, and it's been too long since I've seen it. Let's have a look at their other items. Hopefully they'll have some other gold. Maybe this is where we find the other half of the double bill for the night. If not, I think the other half of the double bill is going to be the scary clips one that we saw earlier. Come on, SpongeBob. I've seen far too much SpongeBob. Oh. Rear red light, possibly trailer. Okay. Random things you find on eBay. This is why I spend so much time on eBay. I love finding the weird things that you just don't expect to find. It's very satisfying. Car parts. A carpet cleaner brush. Bloody meerkat. No more exciting tapes there. However, I've bid on that one and I like the look of that a lot. Now, what else have we got here? Oh, we've got someone selling the Imp. Small Massacre. Let's see. Okay, let's go back to my original VHS horror search. Let's see if we can find anything else on this one more page. And if not, I'm going to go bid on that. I'm going to go buy that clip tape because I love stuff like that. Crow. Oh, I love that movie. I wore that tape out. I've got it on multiple formats, The Crow, and I love it still. Great movie. Dario Argento, Master of Horror. That is a good tape. That is a good documentary, that one. I enjoyed that greatly. Flesh and Blood. The old Rutger Hauer movie. Great fun. Love a bit of post-apocalyptic delight. Vampires, aliens. Isle of the Dead from 1945. Craft. Another one I love dearly. Count as Dracula. Great film. Vengeance of She. Not a bad Hammer movie. But you know, even the less great Hammer movies had a lot going for them, I think. I enjoyed those. Let's have a look at you, Hell Island. That's what I was after. Oh, I love tapes. I love tapes, and I love tapes. And I would like to get... I need a room for them. I need a room with a studio in it, and, you know... I just want to... I love appreciating these things that's... Beast Within. I love appreciating the things that came before. I mean, without bad movies on VHS, we wouldn't have good movies today on streaming or all the other services, but to be honest, physical media is always going to be my thing. I love physical media. Okay, I think that... Oh, what's that one? No, not that one. The Burning. Vipco Burning. Dr. Hackenstein. I had Dr. Hackenstein, sold that. Blood Ties. Brave World. Brave World was a decent label if you wanted budget range VHS movies. Let's have a look. I don't really remember Blood Ties. I think I'll pass on that. So, for our last tape, let's have a look at Hell Island. Always love the cover to this. Always love the cover to that. So let's have a look at the seller's other items. Megadeth, Exposure of a Dream, good one. Night of the Living Dead on big box. Assassin's Creed, Killing Machine, VHS tape. Stamps. Okay. If that's your thing, then that's your thing. Go for it, mate. So I think we've got a pretty good double bill there, to be honest. That's the compilation tape looks a lot of fun. And House 3, I know that's a lot of fun. So let's go and get the compilation tape. here we are. So we've got the Screen Scaries movie compilation of cool clips. I think that would make a double bill. So start with the Screen Scaries, that'll get me in the mood for something cool, follow it with House 3. That sounds like a pretty cool evening to me. So that would need the appropriate soft drinks. I would recommend Iron Brew or Tizer because it doesn't get much more tacky than those, and I love them both dearly. And chicken wings, Doritos, big bag of crisps, Luminous popcorn. Luminous popcorn was a big thing back in the day, but I haven't seen it in a while, probably with good reason. But yes, get your snacks, get your beverages, get your tapes, and sit back. Halloween's coming. Thank you ever so much for watching this episode of Planet Hex. I'm going to go and buy this. Bye.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and validate my existence.